do find the first. MAhvMh7z continues to tap away with the magical invisible block. Flit and FazeCrack, however, their weapons are visible, and so are they. They've been spotted on the cross. 2 CTs in pool. FazeCrack continues to use that clock to his advantage. This 2v2 should be Forze's, and it's only confirmed by the dink on Olaf. He has the kit.
Oh,
he's in the smoke, and he's holding it. Flit's going to stab him in the backside. coldzera picks up the kit. Has he got it?
Yeah, he does, because he picked up the kit from MAhvMh7z had the smoke down in the hole already, so we have 2 knife kills there. coldzera, $6,300 at the end of the round, 4 kills to his name. He's going to get the AWP out in great success. That was an amazing finish there. Forze looked like they had enough. He does drop the AWP. It comes straight out the Brokey. That's quite selfless of coldzera. So you get an extra 1,500 for a knife kill, just to note that. But so did the T side. So they're certainly going to buy as well, Chad. What a crazy finish there. coldzera getting the kit, gets the defuse, and just in the nick of time as well.
Now, if you are new to Counter-Strike and you don't remember coldzera from the Brazilian fame, he was the carry factor for them on a map that they had trouble on time and time again. coldzera was one of the only reasons that the Luminosities of the world, the SKs of the world, were able to pull out some of their biggest wins on Inferno. He would just drop 30 looking like a monster.
That his T side was the only reason that MIBR stayed competitive on Inferno. It's still a map that plagues him to this day, but still managing to pick up results. Yesterday, they actually got a nice Inferno victory against World Patrol.
Oh, and it was going to be worth talking about if Flit used it, but instead I was just going to address the smoke Jerry threw at the top of the round. It just stops the sniper peeking from that safe wall that we'd often see, AWPers hold later into the piece. He threw that up so they could separate and segregate to the sandbags fight, but now they've got their banana control, and that timed nade looks juicy. MAhvMh7z shaken, and we'll see if he can stir anything else out of this round. Rain will throw down the perfect incendiary to keep them at bay. They can't commit off that. You can see this immediate retreat and now reposition. A second smoke appears. Got Faze replying well, but Jerry through the smoke keeps it close.
He certainly does. That's the one Krieg purchase. They didn't force buy into this round because they got that knife kill. Oh, the run boost actually pretty spectacular. This could work out. It's Rain, though, holding on. He manages to get 2 dunks with the MP9 as he closes it down. It's the pool position that's going to be completely drained, and we'll see Forze with a full buy going to the next round. You can see they've got the AWP available as well. Krieg coming out, AK as well. No bomb planted, is still looking quite healthy.
I want to make a note for maybe newer players, or maybe players who aren't too familiar with the details of sounds and how important they can be in Counter-Strike. With the new Kriegs coming out to play, that scope is audible. So when you are scoped in and you want to unscope and be silent, just quick change to a nade or a knife when you're in a safe position, and you won't make that extra sound cue right there. So
that's a top tip.
Yeah, fun little one for all the viewers at home.
Jerry's got a ton of them.
It's a very high flash that he was lining up there.
I'm not sure what that would have done. Flushed off in particular, just the banana CTs. They have got access now.
They need to be frugal with their utility here. So him not needing to throw it is actually huge. We can see they don't have too many grenades left.
Good point. He can actually deploy that for CT now. They can't really afford to fake unless they want to go dry somewhere else. So this is it. And the flash was there. FazeCrack humiliated. Caught by the Nico swing.
Yeah, the Molotov down with the flashbang combo as well. He had nowhere to go. He was either stay in the open flash to walk into the flames. It was a horrible moment there. As FazeCrack gets a taste, it will be Rain to re-smoke towards B and lock them out once again. Another 20 seconds of agony for the Forze side as they fall back towards middle here. They've got 1 smoke, 1 flashbang. They do have firepower here, but they're starting to run out of time. 45 seconds, what can they really do? Jerry, the in-game leader, the only player that has that 1 smoke grenade available. Bomb on the back of him as well. Oh, they've choked out middle, but luckily it's a little bit too late. Oh, maybe not. They're actually locked out by here.
It works.
Oh,
this should be a save after that Brokey kill. Right now, with no territory, no time, no utility, they just need to hold on to what they have. And look, that is the call from Jerry, as we can see him running all the way with the bomb into T-spawn. XE needs to make sure he holds on to that AWP, but the setup right now from Faze would allow him to. They're very passive. They don't want to give up anything either right now.
Well, I think they're probably still in that mindset that they had to, force themselves into yesterday, which was, nice cheeky ninja of the Krieg, and he gets away with it as well. Flit, overstaying his welcome, perhaps.
He wants more.
Yeah, he's seeing if there's any chance of another kill, but upgrading to the Galil, I suppose. It will be the FAMAS thrown away, but Flit does find the Krieg. A cheeky little recovery mission there towards the apartments. It will be 3-0 though to Faze after Brokey nails a shot to the AWP. Remember, they brought that out in round number 2 because of the knife knife kill in the pistol. So Faze are established. They're looking strong and healthy here. They're 3-0 up. They managed to fend off the first gun round, but there are saved weapons, and they will come out here round number 4. 3 rifles, 2 pistols, one of which is a P250 for Faze Crack, the Deagle for MAhvMh7z, and it looks like all 5 players are focusing towards the B side of the map here. Are they going for a fast approach? Time will tell. Either way, they're going to receive a lot of damage again, as this continues to look like a brick wall for them.
There's more where that came from. Flitz just lost all his health. They're burning down to a crisp. Faze Crack lost his health. Flitz gone. That was the Krieg. NiKo's utility usage alongside with the peak has left Forze shaken.
It's that half-full smoke that's so overwhelming there. Dropped the incendiaries as well. There's no way you can actually back up your committed T-sided teammate there. He's in front of the smoke, his flames behind him, and NiKo, although it looks a little bit odd, is ready and waiting with this Krieg. The scope connects, but so does Jerry.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Counter-Strike's having a bit of an issue with the whole scopes and changing player POV at the moment. A whole new bug for us to try and process. Brokey, however, does find the frag that confirms the save. This is the same as the round before. Forze have been thrown into a dire set of circumstances so early into the piece.
Having to save in these scenarios, it's not ideal. That forced by, well, the upgraded Krieg they had in the second round and the little bit of damage they'd done, and then you could see them limp into the first gun round. Yeah, they had the AWP. They didn't have a lot of utility here. Same kind of story. Their gun rounds won't really get underway probably for another 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. The loss bonus will be a maximum going into the next, and they have managed to save a couple of Kriegs and AKs here. Faze Crack already has utility, can still buy 1 smoke on top of what he has. Jerry can get 2 flashes. They will not get any extra money, though, as we wait out these extra 10 seconds. It's Faze with 4 players surviving here. Just to know, it's NiKo who's anchoring over towards B right now, currently 3-0 in opening duels. So it means he's doing his job and delivering on all fronts there, making sure that he gets the kill, survives, slows them down. And they've only planted the bomb once so far. That was in the pistol, but we've only played 4 rounds.
And that pistol round was hectic, involving 2 knife kills. So it was definitely kept us guessing so far. We're only 4 rounds in.
So we've already seen some good moves out of Faze as well. This is what we've been talking about from the storyline of Faze Clan. They're not just the superstars, the rock stars of Counter-Strike anymore who know how to headshot. They love the deathmatch. They're the type of players and team now who actually have coordinated moves. That top banana move before with the Molotov and the smoke combo, we've seen a lot of that, but that's one move they've showed in their arsenal. That late top mid smoke we saw landing to push them back to force Faze into another save situation. Those scenarios aren't just met with bullets, they're met with utility and good decisions as Faze, they're looking poised right now to potentially put a 5th on the board.
Yeah, you say that though, but this is where it always starts to go wrong. You're up against CZ, a couple of rifles. They start playing a lot looser on the T side and they can start delivering headshots. We'll see if the first one comes through. Certainly does. There it is. The Krieg of Faze Crack does just that.
But are you really going to expect 2 players balcony? You've just knocked 1 off their perch and coldzera still lingers. They could go for an apps pop here, assuming that there wouldn't be a second man upon the balcony. Brokey's going to draw their fire from the library side. They're already jumping out. Faze Crack. Oh! coldzera fired a shot. It doesn't matter. They still go down. A triple. A quad kill. In 4 seconds, coldzera has flattened the Forze assault.
That was actually insane. He fluffed his lines at the initial couple of bullets there, but they didn't hear it, luckily for him. He does recover, gets 4 glorious kills, and Faze continue their perfect streak at Inferno. 5-0 here. Here's the replay. Look at those couple of bullets fired. He had no idea where it came from. As you mentioned, Alex, the fact that they already killed a player towards the balcony position, they have assumed it's clear, but they were dead wrong. The bomb falls in towards the pit. It was a perfect display of skill there from coldzera. Very calm, very well handled, and the perfect streak continues.
Kriegs as well picked up 2 now. That's going to be even more haunting for Forze so early into the piece. The CT side will be rocking those on towards the B site, especially. coldzera and NiKo have them for now.
Slow pace here. CZ for Jerry. They do have a relatively full buy apart from that, yet to post their first round. So on their own map pick, this is quite alarming, but very early days. It is a CT-sided map, but you'd expect a couple of rounds on the board by now. We'll see whether Forze can start to sink their teeth in. Currently holding towards Boiler Room. Faze Crack looking to break open towards middle. Flashbang will be coming through momentarily as he checks towards the quad side. No one there. It is a common stack for Faze. They do like to position 3 players there every now and then. But for now, coldzera just sits behind the smoke towards trash. And it looks like MAhvMh7z might be aware. Doesn't matter.
Gets traded. That's something. Faze Crack will be happy to pull that one off. ExaPower, after losing his health, has decided to back away for bomb retrieval. There are 3 CTs now pushing for info B, so as soon as they get that information, they will continue their rotate into... Oh, ExaPower, he can hear the rotate. They're not going to check it. That's 3 Faze backs turn. He's got the first, dips down, looking for the second, and has found Rain. He doesn't necessarily need to go for the re-peak. Now looking to reposition towards second middle. That's going to keep NiKo on his toes, though. NiKo's ready, NiKo's waiting, and he's found the frag, found the bomb. Face crack thrown into dire circumstances.
Really nice idea there. ExaPower almost had enough. I think challenging for the third might have been the best call there, considering they were just making their way past all the way up towards middle. He manages to nail the first 2, but unless he kills NiKo, it's all in vain. FazeCrack cannot win the round now by virtue of the clock. You can see that draining at this point, 5 seconds. All he can do is recover the orb, take that to the next round, and pick that up just as the round ends here in a couple of seconds. We'll grab it. There we go, and he will survive. So not the ideal finish, but at least they get the AWP, and a very nice round from Faze once again. Very aggressive towards B, pushing all the way down. The bomb was towards underpass. It gets 2 kills, sure, but unless they win the round, doesn't mean too much in the 6-0 scoreline. NiKo averages a 1.12 rating with the core of 5 of Faze thus far at EPL. He's had a 1.25 rating across 12 maps, so he's actually above expectations.
Above and beyond, yeah, by quite a large margin.
So
Let's see this again.
So I would say, like, considering you had the second so cleanly, go for the third. Like, go for glory. You need the round at this point. Didn't work out for him. And there's obviously an argument he made not to peak as well.
Well, with his low HP, yeah.
Sure, like there's an argument made you could be taken down, but he didn't win the round. Maybe the third re-peak would have been enough. Would have been a very flashy play, that's for sure. Opted for the more conservative one. Didn't work out in the end as NiKo outflanked him. 6-0, and another buy will be coming forward, this time just with pistols. They do have that saved orb. ExaPower needs to step up here. He's currently 2-5.
Yeah, if ever there was a round for him to deliver. Looks like a failed Molotov from Faze Clan. Does buy them some early space on Banana, and the nade from NiKo will just land a little too deep. Jerry avoids the early damage. Olaf looking for a reactionary incendiary here. He's just going to catch a glimpse of ExaPower. Ooh, perfect jiggle. And now he can support towards Boiler. Actually, ExaPower does get a little bit of a warning shot. He is their hero AWP at this point, and now with him already tagged up to 57, the rest of his squad will have to lie in wait behind this AWP. They want to set him up, jump across, maybe bait the shot, let him peek, and wow, completely dry. But they weren't ready for coldzera. Another multi-kill on the card. He's already got 1 4-kill. He could very well find another one. Evasive nade as he strafes across. I quite like the move, but he lives to fight another day. They have picked up the AWP still on ExaPower. He's already got 1.
Yeah, is it enough though? I'm not so sure. Only with a smoke remaining. ExaPower comes out of the apartments here, incendiary towards quad. coldzera is on an absolute tear right now with 12 kills and only 1 death to his name. Time is running thin. ExaPower is hoping he can find any sort of opening here. If he gets it, they can flood on towards the bomb side, but it's going to be olofmeister joining coldzera there. He watches towards Arch right now. 20 seconds remaining. Grenade starting to come through. They are aware. ExaPower looks like he might be falling back already.
It's happening again. Jerry's onto the site, walks into the Olaf crossfire. FazeCrack's giving it his best shot with the preserved AWP, and now perhaps he can get another one. 9 seconds and the bomb's going down. Forze have managed to make something, perhaps a reality, but I'm not sure it's around. It's going to come down to a FazeCrack clutch. Not known to be an AWPer, now thrust into a 1v2 with that as his only weapon. Good shot onto NiKo, anticipating the push. He's in the right place, but a very premature shot onto Rain keeps him on his toes. Now confirms it with the info, and he hits the shot he had to. 4 kills from FazeCrack. He pulls his team across the finish line.
Wow, what a finish that was. The AWP delivering on all fronts. He did say not known to be an AWPer, but he certainly held his nerve. Faze give up their first round and due to 1 AWP and 4 pistols there. Oh, I missed a stout.
They are the lowest in average grenade damage per round. So their utility damage is behind.
I'll tell you what, Faze aren't right now, that's for sure. Their work towards B has been absolutely brutal. But FazeCrack, so was this. It was Rain trying to jiggle peek, trying to get that baited shot out. Doesn't work out for him. There's still a healthy buy here for Faze. Will be their last, so they get this round up. Money very fragile. The CP Saturn Inferno, as you can see, Forze extinguishing. All these incendiaries thrown, double flashbang over. Flit trying to lead the charge here. MAhvMh7zeuwoKCDZ5hJiBX12YBJbhjfLTs receiving more grenades here once again. Utility damage just getting higher and higher for Faze here. And for now, they have to be controlled. Didn't cost them too much. Flashbang smoke combo goes over, smoking out the half wall. We saw this before. Not going to push on it this time. You can see a T Molotov to prevent the push coming in. And a boost on the half wall. They're very ready for it.
So much utility. So much deployed. From both sides, really. And now Nico's going to be putting himself up on the boxes, thanks to Rain. Rain Molotov'd off, but he'll smoke it himself. Looks like it might have failed. Yeah, that's getting awkward for Rain. He'll play around it now. Try and draw them in. Nico has yet to pull the trigger. Now coldzera strikes. They strike all at the same time. Colossal damage. A mowdown. 7 for Faze.
Wow. Perfect positioning there from Rain and Nico. Nico just boosted up, second oranges, Rain to bait him in from first, and at that point, an absolute meltdown. Forze make their way through, no real damage inflicted. You can see coldzera, the gap in the smoke as well, Chad. Wow. You don't love to see that, do you?
No, it should be one of the more simple smokes to throw that CT1, but time and time again, we find gaps cropping up through it. And Forze, this is the map that we were just singing their praises on within the pre-game segment about, you know, all the wins they've gotten. They've beaten Na'Vi on this map. Things are looking good. It's their best map. The underdogs, no pressure. Well, all those things are true, but the scoreline doesn't lie either. And the combo of coldzera and Nico right now, look, if I was walking down the dark alley on a Friday night, I probably wouldn't want to meet those two. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they're looking very dangerous, that's for sure. coldzera, 15 kills and 3 deaths. We said he was an Inferno specialist. He's certainly living up to his reputation. As we get into round number 9 here, another pistol round. They've only really won with pistols so far. 7-1 down, as Forze will have CZs and 1 MAC-10. A few bits of utility to work with here. Jerry, the in-game leader, throws a Molotov off towards B to fend off an aggressive push from the CT side. They probably don't want to be deploying any of those sort of maneuvers here, considering they know they're up against a very weak Forze in terms of the finances. So, an apartment burst, Chad. It's one that's been tested for years.
It might work with pistols.
Might work
with the full guns, I'm not a huge fan.
Let's give it a go.
Broky does not miss his first. Olof has been flashed. He knows there's one dropped. And as Almaze's attention's drawn, Olof draws blood. Flip feeling rather artistic as well. He's actually pushed through the smoke onto Graveyard, upgrades his MAC-10 for an AWP, and now the round's just spiraling. Nico's got to try and save the day. His rotate from B has already found him 1 kill. Oh my God, it wasn't even far off.
He's got another.
And he's got another one, imagine. Oh, Jerry, good catch, good throw, Nico. On for the clutch, one more then, Flit. What have you got for us? FaceCrack saved the day, now it's Flit with the AWP on his back. Extra power on their team, and neither of them can ask him for advice now. 1v1.
No grenades for Nico. Hoping that his big old brain will get him out of this one. Not towards the pit, I'm afraid. He's actually a quad. Flit has done very well to bring this down to the 1 versus 1. What's he up to, though?
He's done it. He's got time.
Why is he challenged so closely? I think he assumed he'd be on the bomb at this point, just about to touch it, but he's in the open. Nico's gifted it right at the end there. Had he just hidden towards quad and played with the defuse time, that would have been enough. But somehow he's in the open, and down he goes.
Yeah,
Great
I think
nade as well.
I think we want to watch that nade again, right? That's number 1, and then he throws a smoke and finds another nade. No, that was number 2, okay. But he went and found a second off his teammate. This is the frag that a lot of question marks popping up around Henry's head.
So you can see Nico jumping there as well, suggesting he'd actually jumped on the bomb side box there to go right up. So maybe that was why they weren't necessarily ready for it. But still, that was a 3 versus 1. Forze battled their way through into the A bomb side. The CZ came through after losing the first 2 picks as well. You'd think that was enough, but apparently not.
Guys, I was seeing if we could just bring up Skybox. I was fiddling with some technical difficulties. You know how it is over here. But one thing I want to talk about, and we've been seeing this a lot, is this CT smoke that Nico dropped in this one-on-one situation. Now, the reason I want to point this out is its positioning right here. We're going to fly around a bit. Now, you can see that there's a gap, and you might think, oh, that's not a very good smoke. But the reason I like this in the CT throwing, it's like I see Zai would throw a lot, is it gives them an avenue through this smoke. They can peel out on either side. Now, normally you'd be worried about the gap if you were a T, but the CT can creep on in through the smoke, and he can get a position on that bomb site. We saw Nico do it just then. He jumped on up, could take an angle towards pit.
He was on the box,
Flit
right?
wasn't, yeah, but Flit wasn't there. This smoke, I've been seeing it crop up more and more and used in this way for the CTs to get back into the bomb site when they know they're pit or quad.
Interesting.
Because it opens up more avenues to entry on in. So I just wanted to highlight this. It's not a huge tactical thing. It's just a little detail right here, as we do have to fix these TeamSpeak issues.
Yeah.
It's going to help people at home visualize what's going on.
And you can see that Nico's thought process was that if he got on the box, which he did, he could peek over what remained of the smoke to fight that pit player. Didn't quite work out that way, but you can see that there is certainly some merits to that smoke in multiple different after plan positions for the Ts. We do look like we've lost a player. I see 2 extra powers, which I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure is impossible, which does mean we're waiting for a member of Forze to rejoin us. About 30 seconds, so no issues there. A chance for you to perhaps stay hydrated. I haven't got a water bottle, so that's my fault.
Well, we shouldn't put them on the ground anymore. We know what happened yesterday. I kicked it over.
Yeah, that was more my fault. Water doesn't belong on the ground.
I don't understand why we designed desks
Yeah.
in 2020 without being able to put water bottles on them.
That's quite a tall water bottle, though, isn't it?
It is a tall
She's
one.
got a long neck.
Okay, so we need stubby water bottles in the studio.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can.
We'll get our people on it.
Well, it looks like we are ready to get back into the action. Do or die time for Forze or Faze. Loser is out of the tournament. Winner will proceed to stage 2. Right now, it's looking very good for Faze. The favourites coming into this one for sure on the pick of Forze. Currently on Inferno, the first bit of aggression towards middle has been presented. Brokey to cover coldzera, gets towards bench successfully, biding his time, and he's done a very good job so far. I don't think he gets more than one though. Oof, does a good job to do significant damage, but there is going to be an equal trade for now. Rain can make up for this. That incendiary might be enough. He's at the fullback himself. Does he want to drop the smoke here? Yes, he does. Not feeling comfortable. He won't be aware of how much damage has been inflicted, but Olofmeister with the godlike flank, but Flitz, he might be ready for it. He's already up here, and, well, Olofmeister, great reaction.
This is multifaceted Faze, straight down middle, and extra
They
power.
picked the gap, though.
Has gone down early. Now, you're right, Chad, there is a little bit of a turn of the tide. Jerry and Faze crack behind enemy lines, or it depends how you want to frame it. Faze are very much
They go
at T-spawn.
now. This will be insane. If they commit and go towards B,
They've completely juked them here if they do that. That would just be wild.
Jerry,
Ring around the rosy.
his brain is swelling, throbbing.
well, they've got Olofmeister, who's at least aware of that prospect. He will be falling back, and he's got a full array of utility as well. If he smokes off spawn now and mollies towards coffins at 30 seconds, that's enough to win the round.
I think they might just stay retake, though. There's no way they can know exactly where Forze is, and the fact the bomb hasn't gone on down and Rain has A control, maybe they think they're just saving again?
No, I feel like Olof surely is going to be...
Yeah, Brokey's flanking with a bit of speed now.
So Olof hasn't dropped anything just yet.
Faze crack's going to die. He's so exposed. He goes down and puts Jerry into a 1v3. He will be able to plant, but only just... Oh my gosh, Olof straight through the smoke. His patience rewarded as he can just pepper bullets into that smoke, eventually finding Jerry.
That plan is very important. Obviously, the extra money there for the team off of that means they will be able to buy going into the following if they do desire. You can see everybody's money hitting above that 5K mark. That means the AWP can be dropped across for XE Power from Almeza. He will do exactly that. Get to Krieg for his troubles.
Chad, we said coming into this one that Almeza was one of the bigger names on Inferno.
Yeah.
And it currently sat on 2 and 10. XE Power, it is the T side, to be fair. I haven't seen much from him. Faze just kind of manhandling him at this point.
Yeah, it isn't looking good, especially with how the start of the game was, right? Those first 3-4 rounds that we had when the guns came out and it was janky buys from Forze just having to save, because they got pushed off the lines early. Well, they're changing the pace right now. We're going to go fast in Banana, but again, it's a chunk of damage. And Nico, he's going to take one. Get Rain traded in the meanwhile. XE Power plucks one with the AWP.
God, they're not letting Forze start Inferno.
No.
They're not letting them start their T-sides in any recognizable way.
Well, this one is recoverable at least. A 4-on-3 is an impossible, I suppose. We'll see if they've got anything left to say about it. But yes, significant damage inflicted already. This aggression from middle and now Banana has been overwhelming for Forze. They haven't really had a say on the T side of Inferno as they do explore their options towards middle. Flitz will lead the way with the Krieg here. Bombed still T steps. They've got a minute on the clock. They have been quite tenacious in these sort of situations, being able to find some space, get behind enemy lines. They have to do a lot more than that to convert this round. They will finish up towards A. It's going to be a pounce. A smoke to suggest that Flitz not already passed, and it's actually worked out. They've actually got an equal situation now, 3-on-3.
Good smoke, good frag, good tag as well. Now Olof can finish the job. Jerry, however, makes that low health work and into the site. Forze have got the second round locked and loaded. An eco clutch would be required. He's already had one 1v3 retaking this site. Surely he can't have a second. This one does look a little more reinforced. There is still that damage that Nico could profit from with his nade onto Jerry in the round prior, but this time it does feel a little too tall of a task. He has got one flashbang, but it will have to be his bullets. Taps away at the head of Flip. My God, that's quite the shot.
he can actually do this. They're both on the bomb site here. The flashbang is going to be a very effective one. They start to drop off. They start to shrink and flounder. It's NiKo. He's coming for you as he checks all the key positions. It looks like he's just going to try and isolate them on the bomb site here. No longer going to win it, but they will have to retreat. Takes them both down. He won't be winning the round, but still 4 kills in total. It will be all of Forze to go down, and NiKo saves the weapon, so he can definitely drop a rifle going forward. That's if they want to buy.
It's very important right here that NiKo did all that damage, because the last 3 rounds in a row, there have been very few Faze players staying alive. By taking away those guns, they've equaled up the buy here. It's not going to be great for Faze. Oh, we've got a bit of stat line on the screen.
Just to back up what we were saying earlier about him and MIBR and SK Gaming, he has the 2nd highest rating of Inferno of all time. So it wasn't a lot of nonsense.
Wow, I love it when we see these. Yeah.
Sometimes we're talking the truth. Most of the time we're just talking trash, but sometimes there's some nuggets in there.
I don't normally back up my stuff with stats. It's normally just by the eye test, which is normally pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. So it all works out.
When you watch all of the Counter-Strike, your eye test is pretty strong, Hank. And well, Brokey's strong too. He's just completely won them this round. Jerry changes my mind though with a good return. 2 versus 4. And coldzera this time mixing it up with an aggressive line. NiKo gets info but chooses not to commit.
Well, that was pretty brutal. It's a very big spray down coming in from Brokey there. Just as Forze get on their feet, they have been good at battling themselves back into these rounds though. Another opportunity could be found here as the FAMAS tucks itself in the corner. Jerry though, he has got time to look towards this angle. It's an awkward check. You have to really commit to a deep look. And he does. You can see that. He slightly checks it, but doesn't fully commit. At that point, sees the gun barrel, and it's too late. It will be the FAMAS finding both the kills towards the end. Rain upgrades to a Creed to confirm the round, and it will be double digits on the board as Faze strike back.
The mid-rounds these days just seem about patience, right? You know, it's not... once you learn where someone is, it's not about going and killing them. It's about just milking out the clock and playing as safe as possible. We always talk about minimizing mistakes. Well, the Ts are the ones who have to force those errors, right? If you're a CT, obviously there's functional ways to play. You need certain map territory. You need to be cohesive with your teammates. But when we get into these mid-rounds and it's chaotic, the whole puzzle piece changes. Everything gets tipped on its head. We've seen Faze in T-spawn with Forze in CT spawn. So those rounds are just about the communication, making sure you keep a level head, eyes on the crosshair. It looks like it's going to be a fast B.
They heard the footsteps at the very top, and that's why they flashed over. It's a bit of an overcommitment, though. Trying to deny their access to the weapon hasn't worked out. MAhvMh7z will still pick up the creek here. Got to make his way forward. So much utility being thrown in here as he tries to cross over. He's got no armor behind this creek, but he does sit in the smoke for now. Seeing whether he can take this advantage.
Wow, this is ballsy. MAhvMh7z, and none of his team are with him. He is just the element of surprise, and Brokey's looked away at the right time. He's coming back to check it. He will save the day for Faze. That was their only way in. A weapon and an unchecked flank.
Yeah, that was really the only way they could win this round, and it doesn't work out for them. The Krieg of low HP and no armor is removed by Brokey, and it's going to force them back towards the A side of the map. They've got a minute on the clock here. Not much in terms of utility. They're going to make a lot of noise and just hopefully catch a one anchored player towards the A side of the map. CT spawn has worked out quite nicely for them, but maybe not this time, as coldzera mows them down with the AK. No problem whatsoever. Gets his 19th kill here. He's pumping out a lot of ADR. 151 now, Chad.
Oh, they want to make it quick today, don't they? This one here is just painful for Forze. Even when the rounds were starting to get close, Faze bounced back with that Mag 7 rounder, with NiKo making sure he takes them all down with the post plant.
That's lovely. Yeah, NiKo Zera, with their names combined and their stats combined, they are 6 for 6 on entry.
They just took it up to 7.
Damn,
so there you go. It's getting there now.
Kicking it into high gear, aren't they? If they can walk away with a 13-2 half, this one here is done and dusted. We could just flick on over to nuke as quick as you like. But Forze have had a couple of rounds here where they have looked threatening. We obviously had the Face Crack one, 4 kills with the saved AWP. And then they snowballed the site with some pistols again, so they are finding damage. You can see the economy isn't fantastic for Faze, and we're at the tail end of the game here. There's an opening.
It's his turn for the multi-kill, it seems. He's already got 2. He knows where Flit's coming from. He even gets that frag. My God, it could be 4. Tags up the 4th. Exit power will catch him before immediate trading ensues from NiKo. Everyone's just taking it in turns for the spray downs.
It's looking pretty wonderful out there for FaZe Clan, I have to say. This is still winnable for Jerry. We know he's a cerebral player. Making his way in towards the B side, though. He's not making any secret about it, as the M4 will take him down. Not the cleanest of kills, but still Rain gets it done. It will be 12-2 now. And just looking at the stats here now, in terms of multi-kill rounds, coldzera, 5. NiKo, 4. Rain, too. They are just absolutely mauling them right now. They're spraying them down time and time again. LTC manages to get it down there with the boost towards the atrium at the quad side. You can see he hasn't had the biggest numbers so far, but he hasn't had to. Two big names at the very top at 19 kills apiece. Lovely work from there. And those are the names you want to see at the top, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, this duo, it's been a while since we actually got to call them a duo, just because they rarely felt synergistic or that they showed up at the same time. Today and the day before, we've seen Faze looking even more reformed, and with these two names both delivering in their individual capacity that we're seeing today, you really have to fear Faze Clan in this server. Forze are learning the hard way.
If this is what structure looks like, Alex, I might put some in my life, because Faze are looking much better than they ever have.
Yeah.
This round could fall apart, though. You can see a 3 versus 3 ensue. And, well, that's Brokey nailing yet another shot. They've got the advantage for now, though. If he misses another, they're in trouble. MAhvMh7z will take care of him. It's the best opportunity they've had in some time now. As the bomb will get planted, no saving here, as the same grenades are starting to be thrown. This one does still do damage. MAhvMh7z to receive it once again. Lovely headshot delivered, and a 2 versus 1. 5-14. This would be a resounding victory if MAhvMh7z can pull it off. Trying to find the 13th round. It is going to be Faze confirming it.
Wow, what a half this has been from Faze Clan. I'm not even going to be too disappointed in Forze. I'm just going to point all of my appreciation to the counter that Faze Clan have just demonstrated. 13 on the half. This is Forze's map pick. They are 3 rounds away from sending them down already into the deficit.
Yeah. Black sheep, black sheep, black sheep, black sheep. I don't even write no more, man.
Tell him, yo,
God.
can't you come over?
I'm on my contract commando. Yeah. Pulling up with clips extendo.
Be a two-prong attack.
They've thrown 2 smokes out, 1 coffins, 1 CT. That will lock them out, and into the site they go.
Look at the mollies as well. One towards Emo and First Oranges here. I think that's new boxes as well. So that's going to be everything covered and checked. The bomb's planted. They got 4 players retaking from Banana here.
Same scenes.
coldzera has spotted them. He's going to throw the flashbang over and re-peek. This could be a hell of a flash. They know it as well. And he's in trouble. He goes down here. I thought they've over committed to this one.
They had a smoke. Cold had the extra smoke.
Oh, they've over-egged the pudding. And now it comes down to fragging. They have lost all their utility, and the fragging's where Forze thrive. Face cracks on for a triple. He could find himself a quad. Nico's missed his opening shot, and that will cost him the round. Forze do open up with a necessary third.
A 5-on-5 retake. They don't lose a single player. Chad is dead on. coldzera, he spots all of them. He's got a smoke available to him. He could have just dropped out at the top. Round is over. They're not coming through that. Instead, he went for the aggressive play. Flashbang over the top. You saw them all cower behind the half wall. Didn't get flashed at all. And at that point, you can see that no one's flashed. Everyone's fine. Taking them down, no problem at all. Great shots. Don't take anything away from Forze here. But at the same time, there are options.
Both teams with the same or very similar approaches on their CT-sided pistol, but different into the second. Forze last time round had a Krieg purchased up. Faze Clan will not be opting for that approach. They know they have this massive lead.
They got the knife kill in the pistol there.
That's
before.
true, with the AWP as well. And yeah, that's right. So there was a little bit of extra income in the first half.
Well, Exapower still gets his second round AWP, and it even connects. 50 extra bucks in the pocket. Not particularly appealing, but the frag is. Starts them off against this Faze Deco.
It must be rough doing like all the hard work in the pistol, Face Crack getting like, what was it, 4 kills to his name, everything like that falling in his favor, and then it's like, yeah, so with all that extra money, we need you to drop a AWP, and you're going to take the shot.
I guess at this point, your star player,
Yeah.
it's his map. He wants to shine. Let's give him everything he needs, right? It's nice to see.
Well, it's a mountain to climb right now, so if they want to start, they're going to need a lot of the XC power AWPing looking on point. This nade is going to just miss doing critical damage to Brokey there. He jumps away in time, but Nico's Deagle, we've seen what Colts can do.
That's true. And Nico's Deagle has this time fallen flat.
Yeah, not really much to say about that one. Swinging one by one. The August need to commit to this too heavily. Finding kill after kill. Just throws away the AWP to make sure he doesn't offer it up. Still have to challenge by looks of things, as we will come to our logical conclusion here. Just coldzera remaining. Very good at the Deagle, but still not going to connect anything here. It will be Forze with a pistol victory and a second round win, but that was a full eco from Faze. They're going to be bringing out the AK-47s round number 3, as we'll see Forze answer back. Have they still got SMGs here? Of course they do. Shotgun for Faze Crack. For Mass, for LTC, they throw away an MP9, knowing they can't really afford to lose this round. To even upgrade the shotgun to UMP as well, knowing that they can't save cash here. They need rounds on the board. They can't afford to lose any more. So I think that's the correct decision.
Yeah, their victories have to start now.
No Kriegs to note on the T side right now of Faze. It's just going to be the 5 AK-47s coming out as they use some utility towards top Banana. Pretty standard at this point in time. The damage will be mainly done to the Forze camp as Jerry gets chunked down early. XC Power takes a little bit himself. MAhvMh7zeuwoKCDZ5hJiBX12YBJbhjfLTs, nothing to really write home about there. Does put him in headshot range for an M4, however. Try and re-push the top of Banana here.
Yeah, they're posturing for it. Flash perhaps to fake it. They have a second where that came from. They do. But for now, they're actually moving extra power back over towards A. They'll be filling the gap they have at the moment on long. This is perfect. You can really just breathe in what Forze picture they're building at the moment. They know Banana is a complete non-starter for them. They have conceded that control, and the smoke confirms that they're accepting Faze can be up there. They haven't seen the bomb, and they've invested most of their resources towards A, which is admittedly where the 3 players of Faze have gathered.
Time ticking away, 30 seconds here.
Oh, they've drawn him back over. This is great. They're moving the key player around the map. He's stuck. Doesn't know whether it's going to be B or A at this point.
Yeah, and it's just one player, MAhvMh7zeuwoKCDZ5hJiBX12YBJbhjfLTs, that's going to be locking them out. Smokes down towards Library and Arch. It is full A commitment. There's 2 players here. It's the Organ strikes first to give them a fighting chance. This is the key battle. coldzera waiting for the advantage towards the apartments here, but he won't get it. The UMP comes out on top with 8 seconds remaining. Rain scrambles for a kill here. They still have a fighting chance. There's a player in the pit still. How's he still alive? MAhvMh7zeuwoKCDZ5hJiBX12YBJbhjfLTs will get him in the end. But still, this is going to be a very difficult round for Faze to pull out the bag.
Olaf's going to have to win this duel on Jerry clean. He does. Elevates, stops the crosshair being placed perfectly, and now puts one man on Forze. It's all on exit power. He does not check Graveyard, and this is just a matter of time. Brokey will confirm it, but olafMh7z is the savior of 14 rounds.
Yeah, some great shots there towards quad. Nice fancy footwork as well, getting himself on the barrel. Low HP, had to nail the all-important shot. He delivers on all fronts. This is a good kill towards the pit as well. It looked like Forze actually done enough at this point, but olafMh7z fighting back. This was the kill that solidified the round. Xe power, as Chad noted, is being pulled around the map at that point. A nice little fake from Olaf to kick things off as well. Remember, here was the one player alone towards B, smokes down, flashes over, it pulls the AWP over, enables his teammates to start the trading towards A. Wasn't the prettiest, but they got over the line, and they found themselves with a 14-4 lead, and they're up against the MP9s, a pistol, and 2 rifles here. Scout's been removed.
Oh, it's early, it's quick, it's the star player, the man that we're talking about, out of the mix, and well, it's going to continue. Olaf is going to find another. Nico continuing to smash Forze down, and Face Crack, well, he's had some moments, he's going to need another one.
Yeah, where do these moments come from now? Whew, he bailed them out on the pistol. Now him and Flit up against 4, and he's gone. Nico just continues to hand out haircuts.
And they know exactly where Flit is, unfortunately. He's just got 1 kill as they planted the bomb. It's going to be map points for Faze on the pick of Forze here. This is not looking ideal whatsoever. And remember, we do go on to Nuke next, which has looked fantastic for Faze as of late. Forze have got their work cut out for them. They have not really shown up to Inferno so far. Yes, they won the pistol in the second half. They won a pistol round, like a partial buy in the first. That was about it, right? Didn't really have much more than a couple of partial buy victories.
Yeah, and Flit will do well if he holds on to this AK. They're not chasing, so it's a bonus. They're being very, very tight here on the side of things from Faze Clan. They don't want to be giving up any tiny little details of this game. As we look at the top of the scoreboard, Nico and coldzera both with over 100 points of ADR. I think that tells the story pretty well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of summarizes it quite nicely. Nico and coldzera dropping 40-plus frags, and he's probably going to hurt quite a lot, to be honest, and we've only got into round number 20. So this could be the final round of this first map. 15-4 right now. Forze won't have much at all, to be honest with you. They saved the AK-47, 5.7s are there. Deagles, they might have a couple more rounds left in them just to get themselves warmed up and shake off this loss, but there'll be absolutely no chance of them bringing it back to overtime. We'll see if they can make it competitive as it all starts here. Firing off a shot, Xe Power hasn't had the best showing here on Inferno. Does not connect, and that was pretty much their only avenue of entry.
Yeah, where's Flit's rifle? Just for my own sanity, he is currently in library, so he's going to be rotating in the same way Xe Power was. Double flame to blanket the corners. The CTs can linger within, and he enables Nico to start searching. They might just walk in on this. They might not necessarily committing the bomb, but just send in one of their, or both of their ridiculous fraggers. Olaf and Nico worked so well off each other last time they did this.
Yeah, this could be in now. Spotting the trajectory of that flashbang. Nico knows exactly where he is. It's a matter of time before he takes him out here. But the boosted player could be enough, and it is. olafMh7z getting behind them, though. They have no idea. He's going to get himself a couple of kills here, potentially. Just waiting for him to commit. The smoke down makes things a little bit awkward. It's got to wait for him. Everyone bide their time. Stay calm.
Wait.
Olaf has got this.
Just be patient.
He's going to find
He
both.
doesn't see the fountain, does he? Okay, now he does. Oh, this is getting awkward. Oh, Lord. There they are. Okay, he's got them both in his sights. Now I just have to have 2. Lovely transfer. Keeps it clean.
And the rotation had already left. While we were so laser focused on Olaf, that third B defender had left the side. It was Xe Power again. And now, well, I don't want to be the guy to say it, but this is over.
I think you might be right here, Chad. 3 versus 2. They've got a scout on the retake here. An AK-47, sure, that's found 2 kills already, but no kits. 1 smoke available. olafMh7z has had resounding performance here in the second half. He's had some great moments to get them over the finish line. That might be the play of the map so far.
Yeah, he snuck all the way through CT. I mean, Flit was boosted up and focused so much on Nico and Olaf.
Ace.
A stylish finish, 2 taps to round out the ace and the map. It's 16-4. Barely got started. Forze shell-shocked after that one.
a Desert Eagle, and a 5.7. An eclectic purchase here from Forze.
A little bit of
Variations.
everything.
Yeah, just mix it up a little bit. Don't see it in Nova all too often, but Simple started using it over in Katowice, and now everyone else seems to be giving it a shot. We'll see whether this works out for them. LTC trying to sneak out of the hut here. Need to be very careful. These rounds can get out of control very quickly as Nico challenges towards outside, realizing there's 2 players there. Decides to fall back as they got full control of upper. AK-47 could go down. Nico starts to fall back just to make sure they can't grab it. Even they do 1 Degam here, which they will find. But like you can see, he's falling back far enough so they can't grab the weapon. And Rain will be patrolling it, but it has been grabbed by Jerry. Could be a headshot coming through, but it's delivered by Rain.
Yeah, needed to be. Nice. Stops the rifle from falling back. And this is where that Nova really does just feel like a hamstring.
Yeah, it's not the ideal weapon for the job right now. You're hoping someone walks past the vents and you can actually take advantage of the lack of accuracy on the ladder there. But for now, it's going to be a round 4 phase with Forze maybe stealing away another rifle here if the Nova can explode out of the vents in a very emphatic style.
At least it was only 1 shotgun.
Yes.
We saw 3 yesterday from T2, remember?
That's right. It was a Mag-7, also shotgun, and a Nova.
Yeah, they went all out. They covered all their bases right there as far as the shotguns were concerned.
Well, this one didn't work out, but they do save the Nova, so there still is a chance. And the scouts will be saved as well. That's LMA's and XC Power. So as you'd assume they don't want to go towards outside in this round. We'll see what Faze got on their sleeve. Doesn't really matter where they go. They've got the advantage wherever, to be honest with you. But still a chance to win the round, of course, with the P250s being brought out as well.
If they make it to the lower bomb site with a good wall of secret smokes, then they completely negate these scouts. They're taken out of the picture. And it's going to be hard for the scouts to retake as well. But it doesn't look like that wants to be the decision coming on through from Nico and Yanko. They will be heading over towards ramp. And this is where the scout can actually do a lot of damage.
Maze has hit a fantastic shot to start things off, but he overstays his welcome and is met by old Sarah Krieg. What is going on outside? Jerry happy to collect. FaceCrack tucked in with his Nova, and, well, not quite the result he was hoping for.
The result we were sort of expecting, though, to be honest. The smokes will go down towards lower as the bomb will be planted. Rain got no problem with that. As the CT start to flood the window position, the grenade is very decent. That's going to do a lot of damage and actually take down one of the few remaining Forze players. Another one available, but there's still the scout here. Could do some damage. It's working out quite nicely. Rain left in a 2 versus 1 here. They won't have a kit. Oh, they do. I tell a lie. XE Power actually can bring that to the party. And then they get the timing right here. This could be enough. The ding comes through, but still, it's not going to be enough to take Rain down. 3-0 is found, and unless you win those rounds, it doesn't mean too much. Faze with a perfect start so far. Once again, are now on our second map.
XE Power did everything with his power there.
He had the kit as well. If he gets the kill there, there was a round win on the board.
I thought that what the game plan they were going to see, of course, you know, hindsight's 2020 when you have X-Ray, but I thought, you know, breaking the glass would draw Rain's attention enough for the flip peak, but they tried the double peak and it was just a little too segregated, and the low HP of XE Power made it too quick of a first frag for Rain to be thrown off.
Well then, first full gun round here. There will be compromises on the CT side, but they do have the AWP, 1 defuse kit. And it's the same story for Brokey as well, bring his out early. Didn't expect to see that so soon into the T side of Nuke as they set up their smokes here. A little bit more delayed this time instead of doing from T spawn. Just going to try and negate the prospect of any CT incendiaries denying their fun. The smokes are in a very traditional format. You can see the Molotov towards Secret as well. And they start to make their way over. In terms of the outside setup, 1 player has been removed. That's LTC. He was towards lobby, in fact. That was XE Power at hut. They have got 4 players down towards Secret safely. Rain will be going towards the warehouse potentially. Knowing that XE Power will come outside, he was hoping that outside would be clear, but doesn't work out for him. Quick catches the jump, but does get a bullet in the head.
He should be fine. Nice smoke. Nico pushing through it. That's gray screen, but he's managed to get an angle now. And now going to push together. Overwhelmed. He still body shots 1. That is enough of a contribution, one would assume.
Should be.
Oh
dear.
He's having a mad one.
Oh my God.
Should get caught here, yeah. Nice work from Jerry to finally silence the devil. My goodness, Nico, what a tap.
He's going to want to go down here before the time ends. Just didn't think he had any chance of being able to save that weapon, so good thing he made some noise. Let them locate his position. take him down here, and it will go 3-1. Forze put their first round on the board here on the CT side. Money not ideal for the Faze camp.
Yeah.
And that could be put down to XyPower and his scout in the previous.
I think you might be right. Nico, oh, that shot. It could have been the beginning of something quite dangerous, but they do shut him down. Round 5, doesn't look like they're fully invested here. It will be a little bit of a full eco, to be honest with you, with a couple of Glocks out there as well. Rain will be vaulting up towards the silo position. Just one of those rounds where it's great if they get a couple of kills, but even if they don't, it won't be a huge deal. They've got money next round.
Well, maybe we can explain to everybody the new terminology that we're going to be bringing out.
Okay.
It's a football term.
Yeah, it is. We came up with it last night.
One that we want to apply to Counter-Strike.
So it's going to be called nutmegging. In nutmegging, football, it means when you get the ball through someone's legs when they're standing in front of you in a challenge, and you make them look a little bit silly, and you run around them, right? So we're calling when you sit in the smoke, or do a cheeky play when you can thread the needle and spot a gap or a mistake, or sit in the smoke and get a kill.
You're going through their legs.
Yeah, we're going to say that, but you make it look a little bit silly. They have no idea you've got through the smoke. We call that a nutmeg.
Like Olaf on Inferno, sneaking through construction.
Exactly, that would have been a perfect nutmeg moment.
They had no idea he'd got behind enemy lines.
Nutmeg
managed to sneak through a smoke, and he's nutmegged them there. So yeah, we're going to try and make that a thing. Came up with the last. Might not catch on.
We'll see how it feels. Yeah. You know, let's take it for a spin. Let's try them on in the store, as our mum would ask us to.
Yeah.
Walk around a little bit. Look in the mirror. Can you see yourself wearing them at school?
It's such a weird concept of trying to explain to someone, do you like these shoes? Like they're asking all these questions.
I used to feel a lot of pressure because it would be like your mum and like the store clerk,
everyone's
both staring
at
you, and you're walking around. I'm never going to say no. I'm in agony right now. I've got flat feet, but I'm not going to tell you because I just feel the social pressures to just appease you.
Yeah, you guys did have to wear those ugly school shoes.
Yeah, you had proper shoes.
Yeah, I've been wearing sneakers.
I've got proper shoes on right now.
Oh, it's a pace change. It's a top rush. They're quick.
Oh, but he gets blocked for a second by the utility. It does catch his teammates behind him, and look at that. This is the top side push lockdown from Forze. There's another one coming for Flit. Nico is doing his very best. Olaf has clawed another back, but he's anticipating the ramp rush.
Well, they have been shut down completely here. Faze then trying to bust out of the squeaky door position. You can see it was awkward. A lot of grenades in their direction, a lot of bullets as well. They couldn't shut down the hut. There was no Molotov on top, which was surprising. Normally, Faze do have the Molotov on top of hut by default. So I'm interested to see whether they're going to adapt that going forward. That would have thwarted the efforts of the CT player. Got 2 kills. That was Flit. And we'll see now olofmh7z left at a 3 versus 1. It is possible to win.
They didn't have anybody throw that molly that round, Henry. Just checked back.
So, okay, so they didn't even attempt it. Could have been the difference maker. But Olaf's still in this round, remember. He gets the first kill. Knows where both players are at this point with 50 seconds. Might want to reposition. Bombs down on the floor.
Ooh, dangerous game you're playing when Olaf's hitting shots just like that. My goodness. Okay, so Forze will find themselves the equalizer. They needed that. That puts them 3-3. And a little bit of a tidbit for you. 5 of 13 T-side pistol rounds in EPL. That's not much to convert, but also not that relevant of a stat, given just how powerful those second and third rounds have become.
Yeah, well, they managed to do it this time. They did win the pistol and get the 3-0 conversion. About 3 in response here from Forze. Have left them with a pretty decent reservoir of cash. You can see Flit was almost $7,000, knocking around 4,000 as MAhvMh7z and XyPower. So you got 1 buy available if they give this round up, but it's looking very unlikely. It's just P250s here. No armor, no nades, and no Nico.
Well, does Cold have a deagle? No, it's only a P250. If Cold had a deagle, I maybe still would have had a glimmer of hope.
I can't blame you for thinking that after what we've seen from him. And into the top side they go, straight around the corner. Does make it difficult to face off the track. And hang on a second, coldzera, Olaf. They don't have Kevlar, so it's going to come down to more ridiculous aim duels, element of surprise. Not so present. MAhvMh7z is the one to catch him by surprise. He'll stop that plant and save the round. Puts coldzera. If only he had that deagle you were asking for, Chad. He's picked up the bomb stealthily. He might go for a sneaky play. Even up on the hut, no less. He's going to wait the timeout?
Yeah, he might as well just ride it up at this point, hope for the best. CTs are sticking together. They know he has the bomb, but are they aware that he could have gone elsewhere? He's going to drop down, close the door. Nice moves here. Yeah, he does get the plan out of this. They're going to have to run behind him, but they know the bomb's going down.
They've split up. They're going different directions here. They're giving him a chance.
He doesn't have the rifle, bear in mind. He didn't actually recover that at all. So it's not going to be a very easy round for coldzera to say the very least, but let's see what he can do with it. full defuse coming in already. Suggests it's already done.
If he runs in topside now and tries to pick up that rifle, there's a chance that he gets away with not only the plant, but a bit of upgraded weaponry. He needed the go-go gadget arms. He couldn't quite reach, but still a very good plant there from Cold. Now, with Faze doing that topside rush against a full buy, I found that quite interesting. I know when we were watching Forze play against Big, we actually spoke to Jerry in the post-game interview and we asked him about their approach because they had some rounds where they could have full bought. They went for half buys with Mac 10s when they were doing those type of strats. Excited to see Forze when they do flick on over, but they need to mount a few more on the CT side if they want to make it competitive.
Well, that's 4 in a row.
It's pretty nice.
They've done a good job of bouncing back here. We've got 4 Kriegs, 1 AK-47, no all for Brokey this time. XP challenged by the flashbang, but happy to challenge once again. He will fire off a shot. This time it will connect. Nico down to just 28 points of health. He did send him packing, and that's a fantastic shot from Brokey. Not really much you can do about that if you're MAhvMh7z. The double orb setup is quickly removed.
Just like that. They've cleared out ramp room, and now paranoia can be sown.
We talk about this Krieg aspect of CSGO right now being able to challenge AWPers, and that's a prime example of it. You wouldn't do that with an AK-47. It's not a duel you'd be comfortable taking. But with the Krieg, the first bullet accuracy, the pure damage it can just shift out there, it's going to be enough to find the opener towards ramp. XP looks now towards that position. Does Brokey extend any further? Apparently not. They do have smokes and flashes still available. First smoke towards window being deployed. Not going to commit off it, just to try and force a rotation, maybe go back towards upper.
So it's working.
Yeah, that smoke towards window is enough because that's the best position to get into on the CT side. If you're lower, just duck and weave on the stairs, see if they're coming through either side. Once that vision is taken away, you get any backup, and there's actually 3 CTs towards lower right now. Just Faze crack upper.
And now they're executing on it. You can see the players are going to try and panic to support Faze crack. He's going to try and get one, but he's so exposed for the Nico swing. Bomb will go down.
Perfect fake. That one smoke towards lower was enough because they've already got the opening pick there, right, Faze? That was towards ramp. So you've got to take a bit of a gamble with your Forze. You've seen pressure towards lower. It's one of the most common bomb sites on this map. Once you plant, you're guaranteed to pretty much win the round. So it was an educated gamble there from Forze, but one that didn't work out for them. Lovely work from Faze to suggest they're going to go towards lower, but ending up in the upper bomb side there, coming out of Squeaky Door and the huts. No chance for the defending player to take them down. So we'll be 4-4.
They should be able to buy next round. There's enough for Jerry to potentially get a drop across. Same for XP. Shouldn't be too many problems as Brokey almost made a big one for them there. Find a couple of kills on the way out the door. Faze's economy, it's not great. So that's going to hurt. That could be a big factor depending on how these next few rounds shape on up here.
Yeah, they were really hoping they could cause some damage to the CT economy there. Not really justified considering they lost 2 themselves. Money wasn't crazy on their side, but we'll have a look at the scoreboard regardless. We can see Jerry at the very top so far. 9 and 5, the in-game leader delivering. Just in the nick of time here. Remember, this is an elimination game. Whoever loses this best of 3 is out of the tournament. Winner will go on to stage 2. Faze found themselves begging for a VP victory over OG. Their only victory in the league so far did come through. They got them a 3rd place spot, and now a chance to advance.
What a lifeline that was.
Yeah, wasn't looking good. Odds stacked against them. OG were 3-0 going for that game, right?
How wild is that for OG? Not only did they lose to VP to let Faze get in, then they went and lost to Faze and lose their #1 spot in the group.
Exactly. It all just fell apart very quickly.
Oh, they got across with no smokes being used here. That is very, very big for Faze as they're able to scuttle down into the lower bomb site. They can use those smokes now accordingly to cut off rotations, but Olaf's got the vent rotation for them here. This is big.
Yeah, how do you get down towards lower now? It has to be ramp, right? And that's where MAhvMh7z is. Nice shot with the M4. I'm not sure why the smoke wasn't down already, but he does take advantage. Remember Olafmeister watching towards the vent right now. Tucks himself in. They need to move. He's aware of it, and he's going to get the first shot. Is there a second available to him? There is, and he has got away with it. No! Flit's going to go down. He somehow makes the kill work, but it looks like they're giving it up. HE to follow, finds another one. So 2 down the hole, but looks like they're going to hold on to the weaponry at this point. Olafmeister got away with that.
He followed the flash, assuming that the CT had somehow gotten past a line of sight that he wasn't quite watching, but Flit was actually lining up a bit more of a stylish flash.
Oh, that was funny. Olaf just suddenly has bullets chasing him as he descends. He's following their CT flashbang down the hole. And actually, I'm not sure extra power. Oh, okay, Nico couldn't get over the fence. He was patrolling for the CT spawn peak. That puts 5 on the board for Faze, and that's after a slew of rounds from Forze, 4 to be precise. This is the second frag from Olof. He can seize the flashbang. He's like,
Nope.
Nope.
That's clear.
Hello.
Oh, that's where he was. Okay, well, it doesn't hurt the round, so good stuff for Faze there, as these saved weapons will allow Forze to buy yet again. Same scenario over there within the Faze camp. Bunch of Kriegs, AK on Rain, AWP for Brokey. This time around it looks like they might be doing their standard wall smokes for Secret Cross, and oh, Jerry's up close and personal.
He wants to get the element of surprise, and he does. Nico with us. Pin pulls did go down, but Brokey was very quick to trade, so not too much chaos ensues.
Yeah, you're dead on there. 4 on 4. Could have been a lot worse there. Jerry had the potential to get 2 or 3 kills. Luckily, it's shut down by Brokey. MAhvMh7z alone towards ramp. Will drop a solo smoke. Flitz a little bit more aggressive this time towards a T-vent. Looking toward that squeaky door position. You see the door's already been shot through a few times. One more bullet would actually enable a hole to come through.
They've completely neutralized XE from the round, by the way. He's had to drop down Secret and play that rotation with the AWP. He's clearing all this out as currently Faze are retooling in lobby and deciding where they want to hit. So XE not only has been seeking out frags when nobody's home, he can't find frags across the rest of the map.
Molotov in towards Secret. Didn't really work out for them, but here comes the play from MAhvMh7z. Remember, Flit by the T-vents. Ready to spray them down with the AUG. Looking good to me. Maybe not. Damn. All right, all off.
Through the door, puts them in at advantage once again. 30 seconds for Faze to commit to the site. MAhvMh7z defending top site. Rain.
No.
Oh, they're playing it so well. They're going to be coming from a two-pronged assault. Some lobby, some heaven. And just squeezing the life out of the CTs. Face crack, his pants around his ankles, and Rain's just cleared the site single-handedly. XE, he's just been walking around Nuke, scoped in this entire time, as you highlighted, Chad.
Yeah,
They did lock him out.
You can't find any impact if they just know your rotations and they're keeping you busy. On Inferno, they did the same thing. They kept him strung out, rotating between the arch side and B when they were doing the fakes towards the B bomb site. And that was Olof once again. You could just see XE doesn't know where to position himself here, and he had to deal with that secret position. Jerry had already died. They had lost yard control. They needed to send somebody out there, but Faze have done their homework. They know where the rotation's going to come on in from, and have been able to punish this. They're not giving up too many kills to XE, and that seems to be a key to success right now.
While he wants to hold on to the AWP, that will be a key to success going forward for Forze, even if they have to take an eco here. Enough power behind the XE. AWP could be enough here as we see them survive. It's going to be Faze. They're extending their lead to 6-4. Tactical timeout brought to you by the US Air Force. MAhvMh7z, like we said, had the door ready and waiting. Does manage to blow the hole open, and then the pincer comes in from Rain. A perfectly executed strategy here. Nothing the remaining CTs could do at that point after losing the initial kill. And Forze will have a moment now to decide their options. In the last 3 months, Faze have the highest round wins on their T side, 60% out of all of the top teams on Nuke. And that doesn't bode well for Forze, considering they're currently 6-4 up. We still have a lot of rounds to be played in this first half. They could be even maybe aiming for double digits at this point.
Yeah. Well, it used to be with Astralis, I said the magic number was to keep them to 6 on the T side. Faze looking, look, I'm not going to say as dangerous as the streak Astralis went on Nuke, but they're definitely looking prepared. They always seem to have an answer and a move, and one of the things that I think is going to become very, very commonplace of us talking about is just the patience that is being displayed from these players when these situations get into 3v3s or 4v4s. There's never any rush. They're using every second of this clock to their advantage and making these rounds work. Even we're seeing Glock rounds being dangerous these days. Counter-Strike has really stepped it up a notch, and the level of play that we've been seeing has been very, very high.
You can see that lovely smoke to deny access towards Silo.
Look at them all.
This is perfect from Faze. What a technical approach this is. Everything's smoked off, but it might not matter. The first kill comes in. MAhvMh7z will strike down Nico with the Desert Eagle, but Rain, once again, tucking himself in, has found a kill in the back, and this could have make him up the ladder. He kind of fluffs it a little bit.
I think he wanted to go back down.
Yeah, he did. And now this actual partial buy could work out for the CTs.
Yeah, they invested so much utility into just getting this yard control, and without falling flat, Olof and Brokey, last 2 alive, they're kind of pinned right now in the ramp room.
I see very few avenues out of this one for Faze. Those opening frags have put them in such good stead. Brokey's going to be using just the P250. His AWP is on his back at this point just to clear the close corners.
There's one player down towards lower for the CTs. That's MAhvMh7z, and Flit's on the flank here. It should be done. I don't see a way they can win this after throwing grenades. Flit will have a little peek. He spots one, takes care of that, bomb goes down. Doesn't nail the second. MAhvMh7z's duty now is to try and find as many kills as possible. He's actually back in contention for the round at this point. That's a quick second kill. He can recover the C4. No one down toward lower just yet. Jerry, is he a decon? I believe he is, so we'll see whether he wants to swing out. Olofmeister knows he needs to make this a 1 versus 1.
If he gets his kill, he can go topside. He's still got time.
Has he? 15?
It's getting close.
Oh, he's going to have to go lower. And he's spotted by Jerry. Very proactive swing to ensure the round does not go the way of FaZe Clan. But Olof manages to make a 1 versus 4 into a 1 versus 1. That's going to haunt the Forze economy if FaZe can break them.
Yeah, absolutely. With the reinvestment of the AWP as well, that wasn't recovered. Their money's going to be knocking on the door of 0. Face Crack, Jerry, MAhvMh7zeuwoKCDZ5hJiBX12YBJbhjfLTs don't have any residual cash going forward, so this is a must-win round. They've only got 5 rounds to the name on the CT side so far. FaZe win this. Could be very dangerous for them, like double eco territory.
Yeah, might define the half right here. FaZe have already done a great job. It's the fast top again. Didn't work for them last time. They're double dipping.
Straight out the gate this time, coldzera finds the duel cleanly onto Face Crack. Now the response comes from MAhvMh7z. A nade softened up Olof, but he will not go down, and that only did 4 damage. It looked like it landed square on his jaw. Brokey, however, does find MAhvMh7z to ensure that the 7 is locked. Exapower cannot afford to lose his AWP again. They're on peanuts into the next round.
The upper rush works out this time. Perfectly done. The flash through the skylights. There was still no Molotov towards the huts.
No,
They're
I'm
still
watching
happy.
it back. They're more than happy to play without that.
Yeah, apparently so. Maybe they've got a flashbang that really isolates that position. They're happy just to challenge it. You can do one pretty much running, but it does mean one player will have to be on the T roof, but he could provide flashbangs as well. But they're happy to take these challenges without, it seems. Just to have more manpower.
I do need to learn the skylight flashes. Are they really complex, like running, throwing,
They didn't even
walking?
throw any skylight flashes then from what I can see. It looks like all
Really?
5 are coming through the lobby. So we're going to bring up Skybox right now. You can see all 5 of the individuals in the lobby position. And as we follow this through, we're going to get the nade on Squeaky. That first flash has landed here in the vent. The smoke over towards main. They're having 4 players come out Squeaky door. Face Crack was blind on hut. So they're a very simple approach. There's nothing too fancy, nothing too special here. It's just out Squeaky trading off of each other.
He was flashed by the CT vent flash?
I think he must have been.
Okay, wow, that was, I mean, minimal, but effective. Can't blame him.
They will force... No, they actually don't. They saved 2 weapons, right? So got the Krieg and the
Flip
AWP.
bought himself Kevlar and got dropped to 5-7.
So they've invested about $2 grand into the round. Could be enough. Has been before.
And caught off again by Jerry.
Yeah,
that's 3 times I've seen Nico get caught by Jerry.
Good point. Yeah, Nico currently 0-3 in opening duels, while Jerry sits at 3-0.
There you go. I'm pretty sure they've all been onto Nico. I'm not 100%. 2 of which are definitely.
Two guaranteed. Yeah, we saw those both on yard early. But Jerry, he knew he had to turn the tide of battle.
Yeah, in terms of multi-kills as well, Jerry at the top with 4. And that's only really him stepping up for his team at this stage. We'll see whether others can start to contribute. Rain will. It's going to bring it back to a quick 4-4. Minutes still on the clock here. Flashbangs being deployed towards heaven. And he's got main entrance control as well. CTs do have the upper bomb side of their remit. They've actually stacked it. No one towards lower whatsoever. Same flashbang towards the CT vent. And they do come through the smoke.
Bane's double kill has pretty much confirmed this round now. Exapower to be the hero. And he only lands the tag. Rain finds the 4th to wrap up round 13. Neat and tidy with a bow all over it.
How does Exapower even hit like a leg shot? That is one of the hardest duels to be taking, and he still tags him.
Wasn't quite enough to find the kill, but it certainly was impressive nonetheless. Still money available when we only invested $2 grand in the previous round. That one flashbang seems to be very effective. Rain gets himself 2 nice kills there. Molotov towards that heaven position as well. Closes it out with a perfect headshot. And we're getting to the last couple of rounds here. FaZe have already won the T half of their map pick. Doesn't bode well at all as Nico will throw the flashbang over. This time Jerry nowhere to be seen. Exapower though with the AWP. A little bit closer than usual. Brokey opening things up towards ramp, the trophy room. Works out for him. Remember, Exapower now at main entrance. One flashbang can nullify his efforts or a missed shot.
Big miss.
That's a huge miss. That one is his for the taking. Will Nico get away with it? Looks like he will. 60 HP, throws a Molotov towards main as FaZe has to rotate down towards lower. They're in a 5-on-3. Jerry's been decent.
But he feels like he's having to do the lion's share of rotating around to deal with these plays. It's like he knows the way to kind of unravel
Because he knows what it needs to be.
Yeah, but the fact that he's getting 1 and dying means that it's harder for him to find that impact. FaceCrack doing his best up secret, immediately traded as well, and that just leaves MAhvMh7z alone in the window position with the silenced M4. We'll be able to take down 1, but his position's given up. They now know what is open and where he is, and they'll be taking that bomb down through the vent? No. He's still in top side.
Yeah, I saw Brokey too. I was like, are you really going to bother to go all the way down lower? Can't blame them, of course. A very crucial game. Should FaZe lose this, they would not be continuing into the next stage of competition. But Forze, that fate seems much more likely for them in the current state of affairs. A map down, now 9-5 on the T side of Nuke from FaZe Clan. That is promising, is the word I would use.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And in terms of loss bonus, it's going to be $2,900 per player for Forze into that next round. What I'm saying is it's not very good. MAhvMh7z will have the saved M4 here, but his teammates will be able to buy shotguns, SMGs. Maybe MAhvMh7z can drop one rifle. He's got 350 in reserve, so 2,900 on top of that. They better drop an M4.
But have nothing else.
They
so,
have nothing else.
Yeah. Scraping the bottom of the barrel right here, right now. And look, it doesn't even seem like FaZe have had an individual take over this game like we did in the previous. You know, looking at the frags right now, we've got 12 for Rain, 10 for Olaf, 8 for Brokey and Nico, and then 6 for Cold Zero, who was one of the stars of the previous. They're doing this more through the nuance of strategy and out positioning, because there's been a lot of Forze players who have been saving guns. I'm going to go back and actually have a look and see how many they've saved in this game so far.
Power's going to be tested with the scout outside, and he's done well to do damage. He's even gotten away scar-free. Same can't be said for MAhvMh7z though. FaZe and Rain are just ready and willing to take these duels outside.
They've got in that zone now where they feel like they can disrespect their opponent. They're out-aiming them in every facet of the game. The shotgun will get one kill, the MP9, I beg your pardon. It's going to be Jerry managing to make that work, but he doesn't recover the rifle just yet. I know exactly where he is. Good flashbang and a nade attempt, but still, he'll hold on to the MP9. 4 versus 3 now. Cold Zero challenge the main entrance, but one that will lead to an equal trade once more. That's Brokey from the aircon unit. And still alive, but can he hold on? Not for long, though. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Olaf Meister up towards the...
This is a freebie.
This is going to be a guaranteed freebie. I say that. Is he aware that Flit's coming from here? Yep.
Might be.
Yep, definitely, certainly, no doubt, not a shadow in my mind.
This is the worst place to retake from the top side, the T-sided vent. Trying to come up here, it's like whack-a-mole. You show your head, you have to be either real slow or real quick. He doesn't see anything, so he's actually going to get a free entrance up here, but he could have always been expecting this main push.
They've got a Molotov for the bomb here. I just feel like they're just playing for big picture stuff here. There's no real reason to challenge too much. Well, Rain's in the hut. It's going to be 10-5. FaZe are looking to lock this one out 2-0 as they post 10 rounds on their T side. It's looking very good for them. Forze are going to have to do some unspeakable things in the second half to stand a chance. We'll take a break and be back with that momentarily.
I can do my tears into gold. Yeah, I don't care, no, I don't care, yeah. Embrace your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your abilities, gather the energies. Pull yourself back together, been staying off track forever. Child of the nation, will seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Rebirth's a tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, get back your back now, keep your feet on the ground and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out.
We need to talk.
I assume this is about
Armageddon.
Yes.
You make me live.
Map 2, Game 1, day, what is it now? 17 of ESL Pro League Season 11. The party continues, and it's only one team right now celebrating. Faze Clan. Yes, Jerry gave it his best. He's the frag leader, ADR leader in the server, but it has not been going well. There was a T-side lead. Faze managed to accrue 10 rounds on their attacking side of their map pick, justifying the map pick, that's for sure. But now it's Forze on their ropes, on the last leg.
Yes, indeed, Alex. They've got one half to prove themselves to take us to a third. It doesn't look good at all. Faze Clan are unstoppable at this point. We'll see if they can pick up a pistol, though. They managed to do it in the second half of the first map, but it doesn't look good as Nico kicks things off with a headshot. Maybe a couple of them. He's overwhelmed. How is he still alive and kicking? Surely goes down at this point. The rain there to pick up the pieces. Ooh. It's looking good, though, as Forze find their third.
Yeah, it should very well be. Brokey, he's got two people on site. He's going to drop down safely, just trying to enable Olofmeister to get a couple more. They line up for him. Jerry collects.
Yeah, normally you don't see the CTs trying to chase down the Ts in that manner, but the fact that they were down a man and they could lose complete control of where that bomb was going to go, figured they'd take the fight 2-4s, but that's not the end of the world for Faze.
They do like these second round Forze buys.
And they've gone for it again. So we were just talking previously about what Forze did in their T-half when we were watching them against Big. There was good variations of strategy, of pacing, of even what weaponry they were buying in certain scenarios here to help punish that CT economy. Now, with Faze going for the Force buy, if they can wrestle this back, maybe we'll see more of that from Jerry and co. It's going to be these standard secret cross smokes here. Brokey's scout won't be able to do too much. But a Deagle tag has come on into Face Crack somewhere along the lines.
HE doesn't connect. Face Crack still at 30. Lower control. Gifted in the form of Secret, but Nico still patrolling this Desert Eagle. We know what he's capable of with it. coldzera behind him as well. Quite a potent duo. Avoiding the Molotov, and if they face check this with the MAC-10, they could be in trouble.
Nico and coldzera both holding a line, headshot angle with the Desert Eagle. I would be scared to turn the corner. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, me too. This doesn't look good at all. The MAC-10 does find a window of opportunity to actually make this close range at least where it can thrive, but Nico still comes out on top. Close range Desert Eagle action, and the scout now overwhelmed by the Krieg, surely, as Jerry starts to pull things back in their favor.
Yeah, Brokey's going to be playing for the time now. I think he realizes he needs to wait for the rotate to come in. And no way! Nico! He had no health, no rights to find a third frag, but he has with his Desert Eagle Force. They need this second round. They need at least 2 consecutive rounds to build a foundation on this T-side start. Nico, he's even managed to grab himself a Krieg. The bomb's half gone.
They're not going for it.
They're just going to let them have it. Brokey, oh, that should have been a kill. It is. Nico's caught another one. He's on for the ace. Almaze's on the site so damn low. They don't have the kit, but they've killed them all.
I don't think they have time.
I think it's on the nose.
This is going to be close. Nico's going to get away with the save Krieg regardless, but this is down to the wire.
No.
What?
Told ya.
That Nico shot coming up secret is absolutely insane.
That's just not okay, is
We
it?
need to see that from his POV.
Oh my God.
How does he pre-fire that with one bullet coming out of secret
He was
there?
moving.
Just one bullet in his general direction would take him down. This is how it opened up. It was towards the lower bomb side. Faze got the MAC-10. He gets the shotgun Deagle working in the
Here it
vents.
comes.
This is the moment here. Is it a straight up pre-fire? Oh my goodness. Flit, you got wrecked. And he does close things out as well. They get the defuse by the skin of their teeth. You can see it's going to be a Faze Clan success. And in the second round, Force by, they had no business winning it. And in response, going to have to be the same from Force here. CZs and MAC-10s a lot harder to win these rounds. And they'll get one player down to a secret,
gaps.
even with the gaps there.
Jerry's going to try and late drop vent here through Squeaky, I think, to cut off this rotation like we've seen. This smoke we have been talking about a lot since Katowice, a BaHvMh special. Really slows down their secret attack, and they have to respect it. They have to wait for it. It's about to go out through with the MAC-10, but Nico again to defend.
He does well to find one, considering they all jumped at the same time.
Yeah, so good response from Olofmeister, trying to delay the plan as long as possible, but now they know he's got the MP9 towards Shadow. He'll sit by the double doors. He knows he needs kills here, but he's being overwhelmed. He's back up ASAP. He wants to try and stay alive here. Good for some damage. Olofmeister will provide a boatload of it. MAhvMh7z and XCPower down to just 25 points between them. broky will find a kill in return. The bomb down 2 versus 1.
He has got the silver medal for clutches so far here at EPL, but I don't think he's interested in going for this one. He's going to be heading straight on back to the T-spawn and looking to preserve his AWP. So MAhvMh7z and XCPower with 25 points of health between them will manage to pull back around after the hero play from Nico. Definitely irrelevant, made that AWP irrelevant.
Yeah, the problem right now for Forze, if Faze continue this force buy of win one, lose one, win one, lose one, well, they're going to win the game. Right, they're ahead in rounds. So the question is, do Faze want to keep doubling down with these force buys? Will they force buy behind this AWP of broky? He can drop that CZ over. That can help them out a little bit. They just get Deagles up again. That's going to be well and truly affordable.
He can drop it for mass as well if he really wanted to. So there's something to be said there. And in terms of loss bonus, they're going to get 2,400 next round. So, sorry, 1,900. So they might as well buy into this round and see what they can do. As Nico to open things up, but XCPower's Deagle found the Krieg and access towards lower and actually won the round in the end. So it's not going to be the full investment. You see them keeping about $500 per player just to secure their future. broky has the AWP. See whether we can step up with it.
So the key right now is don't die before broky does. I'm not saying bait him, but allow your AWP player to work. He's got that expensive piece of equipment on his back. Allow him to try and find a couple of opening kills to get you upgraded weapons for almost free. But this looks like it's going to be a top pop out of hut relatively quick from the side of Jerry and Co.
Yeah, and coldzera's just using that Deagle like a shotgun into the body of Face Crack. This smoke. Rain, they're going to be staring at you. They ain't going to be expecting you or not. Yes, MAhvMh7z will check it out, catches the tip. And should catch the round as well. Look at that smoke blooming just as Olof arrives. Flit might want to try and patrol around this one.
Ooh, there's a weapon in there somewhere.
A standoff, and Nico's Deagle started connecting again. Always a terrifying prospect in the kill feed. Fortunately, Jerry has neutralized the threat. Flit will confirm it. Close corner from Olof. Didn't quite pay off in the end as the smoke fades. But again, all too familiar for broky. 2 rounds in a row. He's just going to be keeping hold of that AWP. Or trying to, is the operative word, because I'm not sure if XCPower is going to let him.
That CZ can be so frustrating these days. We were playing yesterday. I got a dink. It was like 98 in 1, and I was like, oh, man, come on. How much more do I have to do here? Apparently, not as much as XCPower, who's going to get that AWP. Oh, no, he's died with the bomb. So XCPower took down broky. He could have recovered that AWP, but was too low. So I don't think they have enough money to buy it up on the Forze side of things. Right, no, he does. Of course he does. What am I looking at there? He has 5,400. But he's gone for Mac 10 again. This is what we were talking about, Henry, against Big the other day. They've gone for these buys where they know the CT-sided economy. They know what kind of picture it's looking like. They haven't fully invested when they know they could have.
Yep. Jerry even talked about this, knowing he can read the CT economy well on maps like Nuke, punish them with certain strategies, knowing they don't have helmets, and this would be an ideal example of that. Should be absolutely no chance Faze win this round on the full eco. They've got a P250 at the very top end for coldzera, and USPs across the board and a P2000 for broky. So not really much to be writing home about, but initial dink does take Flit down to 34. Sneaking out towards Secret. Jerry's made it down undetected. 21 kills per game. They need this map, or they're out of EPL. Looking good for the comeback so far. 3-1. Should be 4-1 after this one. Jerry will confirm things. It's going to be Flitz to chime in as well. Just broken coldzera remaining. And their full buy will be coming out in the next. That P250 pacer itself with a headshot towards Jerry.
That will be where this one ends. Do not adjust your screens. It is not you. It is the stickers on broky's pistol that are making you look a little cross-eyed.
Yeah, we've had this bug since about 2014. Still lives on. But it will be Forze closing the gap. There we have it.
I'm not quite sure why that bug exists. It's a weird one, right? It just the sticker doesn't want to be on the gun.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a fair few of them. I think it's almost a product of the spaghetti code we've been left with after, you know, any game that's lived such a long life.
If you believe the Source 2 rumors, maybe that'll help us out a bit. If anything, probably going to cause a few more issues.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's in beta for a year or two.
Valve time. It's my favorite time.
For our Americans listening, that's beta. I used to get in a lot of trouble when I hang out with the Americans.
Okay, well.
Beta? What's beta?
I say router when I'm around you guys, and you guys say router. So there's obviously...
There's routes and there's routes.
That's true.
That's for sure.
There's aluminum and there's aluminium.
There's the wrong way and the right way.
They even changed the spelling, those...
Yeah, those funky Americans said it wrong for so long, they changed the dictionary. But enough about them. Because for now, it's all focused on Forze and Faze.
No one's lower to deal with this rotation just yet, so FaZe's got down for free.
Have Olofmeister ramp coming in now. That's about it.
Oh, and Nico's taking a lot of damage to XE-Power there. He is pinned, so this position for Nico is either try and swing and get a duel, which is an unlikely find, or hide and wait, because he is pinned on down, and now they know Brokey's position as well. Flash will come over, maybe Nico will swing off of that. He will, but MAhvMh7z, even partially Flash is able to finish him off.
Yeah, good try.
Great flash. I think that'd be enough of Nico's aim right now as well, but apparently not. It's going to be the opening kill for Forze here, as they have for double digits. Olofmeister tucks himself in towards lower. He doesn't know a player's already made his way towards window, however. That's going to be Faze crack. A Ven dive looking likely here. Brokey the ones to defend him. And it's looking good. They can't get down. Flit's starting to shrink here.
FaZe crack's still lower, though.
Oh, he spotted one. Ranger sees the barrel for sure. This is getting very awkward. 15 seconds left. What's the final play? Wait for the smoke to go down.
They're going to go try and go top.
Yeah,
FaZe crack's coming up.
Fall through the smoke. Oh, but wait, the bomb dropped through the vents.
They can't plant.
And they haven't got enough time.
Oh, but he can get the kill this time.
There's time to find coldzera. He doesn't. 3 seconds, and so the round goes Faze's way. But just like that, Chad, right to be running out of breath, as that could have gone down to the last second frag. He could have saved the day there. coldzera was exposed. He's saved himself by winning the aim duel.
Shaky rounds from Faze here.
Not looking too comfortable out there. So we force at a tactical timeout now, as we'll see Faze get through by the skin of their teeth. Faze, or Forze I should say, of all the teams in the world during the past 6 months, Forze averaged the 3rd highest kill to death ratio. So there we go, plus 1,150. They are a powerful team with some strong individuals. This got a little bit too awkward for them. XE-Power had the chance to close out the round right here, right now. If he did connect these PT50 shots, took coldzera down to 78, wasn't enough, and you could see him reacting to the clock, falling back towards the hut. And this US Air Force tactical timeout now coming to an end. We will have plenty of cash for the Forze boys. You can see them fighting 3 rounds in a row. 22 kills to Jerry's name. Brokey struggling slightly towards the bottom, but still in double digits. As we'll see a scout for him this round. Their money is still wrecked. They need this cleanly, Faze, to start establishing their own economy.
Yeah, if they don't win this one right here, I can see Forze easily building and tying this one up at 12-12, just considering the state of affairs with that Faze clan economy. Nico's going dip straight down, and Jerry's using that hole in the vent yet again. This time it's a little bit of a slower approach. He knows that he can wait out this early CT utility. There's not a huge deal of it to have to wait for, and you can see that in Faze's play. They're actually getting aggressive towards lobby here. 2 players already pushing on through the ramp room.
Yeah, Jerry's in an off angle to catch them, and he's done well to neutralize. Now his survival is integral. Nico already locking them down outside. He's gone secret with an M4 and taken the duel early. Now he's aggressed and caught Flit. This man can't be tamed. He's still not dead. Re-smoke in secret, surviving, living to fight another day. Rain, however, falling in the meantime. Jerry's found his second. Brokey, is that a scout? It is. Would be the perfect weapon for the low health Jerry, and it does snap onto him to make Nico's frag all the more possible.
He
could very well nutmeg him here. XE-Power just walking around the smoke. Nico, as it fades, will get caught. But a valiant round again from Nico. He's managed to turn it around and find 3.
Yeah, he really has. Really nice footwork from him there towards that secret position. Tenacity displayed, and now it's up to XE-Power with the quick scope. Doesn't quite connect. They know exactly where he is now. Tries to get a quick plant down here towards lower, but the Molotov will dissuade his efforts. He's taking damage there. He can't get the bomb down as the door is shut as well. Goes to the open plant. Brokey will find him. It's going to be the round that Faze desperately needs just to stabilize at this point as they recover T-sided weaponry. They get an AK-47 for coldzera, and all picked up for Brokey, and they will have cash to buy up rifles across the board here.
The fact he didn't get that plant down means that Forze can't buy right now. If he was able to plant that, they will know, and he would have just been around the 4K mark for the majority of them, and I expect Jerry would have called a buy. But with some of these rounds that they've been playing with MAC-10s and the pace in which they're using towards the top side, the way they're extinguishing Molotovs, I could see a Forze force buy. It doesn't appear to be the case. It's a bunch of smokes being invested in early. FazeCrack does have the MAC-10 though.
They're just going to rush lower, I would say, with 3
Get down
outside
secret.
smokes, with the MAC-10 up front. If you get that 1 kill, we see that what happens.
Should be able
You
to
get a
plan,
quick
yeah.
plan, you've got a Krieg potentially, then you can maybe win the round. That's all you can really do in these scenarios. 3 smokes outside, 1 flashbang in the corner, MAC-10 goes in first. Hopefully find Nico there who misses a shot.
It's interesting to note that the remainder of the players on Forze haven't invested just yet, but FazeCrack has. He might just
I felt
try
like
an
that
entry
he might
frag with
we go on
that.
FazeCrack right now and see if he's got the best spawn.
What is he, number... Oh, that's all right, we're going to get in this. We can get there in a moment. No, he didn't have the best spawn. All right, so it is exactly like Henry said, the standard wall of smokes. They did upgrade in a couple pistols and armor. Oh, it's going to be a top split.
They're trying to force a rotation down towards lower, then focusing on the upper bomb site. Works out for one. We talk about that snowball effect. The MAC-10 opens things up. FazeCrack gets the rifle now. This is what they were looking for. That might be the round already.
Just like that, they're heading towards CT spawn. And another frag from FazeCrack. He single-handedly cracked into an important round for Forze. The only weapon, it was only a MAC-10. And into main, he finds not only 1, not just 2, but 3 frags. The round is lost. Faze have no impact now.
Well, there it is. We talk about the MAC-10, the MP9, pound for pound, can be the best weapons in the game. It does have that snowball effect. It turned into an avalanche there very quickly. He found the AK-47, equips it straight away, gets that second kill, and there's nothing they can do as they lose Nico as well. This is up to Brokey to try and survive once again with the AWP. Money is broken for Faze up against those Glocks, and MAC-10, it was overwhelming. Olaf Meister didn't see the pacing coming. It's a very effective strategy there. The outside smokes, 1 player outside, upper split. Lovely work. 13-10, double digits, and it has to be the eco.
The fact that they pulled that off right there with just how low of an investment
He was
they
so
went for.
fast around this corner. Like,
Look,
watch
he had a nade
this.
in his hand, Olaf did.
Bang.
So just as the smokes are blooming, he goes to react to throw a flash. He gets caught out. AK's given up. Round falls apart.
Yeah, Cold has to worry about the hut leak because they're coming out of there as well. There's too many angles for him to watch, and that's all she wrote, unfortunately. St. Faze with the saved AWP. They're actually going to force buy in this time.
Again, saving $500 seems to be their sweet spot.
The magic number.
Fight fire with fire, force with force. Lots of steps. It's absolutely not a secret. And Brokey plucks FazeCrack out of the air. That's lovely. And a second onto exit power. He even finds MAhvMh7zeuwoKCDZ5hJiBX12YBJbhjfLTs. He lives to fight another day. Flit's having a duel elsewhere. They're getting boxed into ramp room. Flit down to 16. Brokey repositioning and actually catching another. He's on for an ace at this point. He's having a fantastic round 24.
Well, the damage has been done towards Flit as well. They tried to rush ramp, going towards heaven. It's actually a very viable strat against pistols. You're not going to stack that area, but of course, it's the AWP that's ready and waiting for them, and Nico might be in the prime spot just to close things out here. Looking for the double kill. He nails the first one. Call it done. Flit will get the shot, but not the round, surely. That shot had to connect as he tries to find the AK.
2 HP.
We'll find the Krieg, and like you said, low health. CZ should finish things off here, and it will. It's going to be Faze stealing that round away with a partial investment there. Like we said, they save $500 per player, but the AWP of Brokey managing to get 3 kills in total. The first shot was fantastic. The second, a little bit clunky, a little bit awkward here. There was many players in front of him. It's the third one, sorry, I thought was a little bit worse. But overall, very, very good stuff. And it's going to be Forze now back to the drawing board. They're the ones that are feeling the financial burdens as they bring out the AWP for XT Power, FazeCrack with an AK, and Flit with the Glock armor setup. He's doing a bit of the Chris J, goes to the CZ right at the end.
Damn, the Counter-Strike Lord, he giveth and he taketh. Just from one round to the next, it looked like Forze had turned it around with the hero play. Well, Brokey's had one too. And they're right back to the economical turmoil. They found themselves in Extra Power, just going big energy out towards Yard. And does already find Brokey. Now they'll smoke off main. That's going to cause a bit of a stir for the CT side. Nico's responsible for outside rain. Down the secret and already cuts them down. He's even got a Molotov to keep them at bay. And they push through it. MAhvMh7zeuwoKCDZ, he took initiative there. Nico's done well, but he's even got the bomb. Oh dear, is that right where in the middle of nowhere? Extra Power won't be able to retrieve that just yet. He's got Nico. Well, there's only a few times.
There's no way. If he clears this.
He's a god. There should be no way anyone's looking in his position. Yeah, you don't expect that. That's very clever from Nico.
Yeah.
You don't see that spot too often. That on top of main Rube
saw
to the
Apex
garage.
use it once.
Yeah, so there's just something
Frozen
thrown in
once.
to get an opening pick outside. You never see it in the mid stages there, but what a perfect time to bring it out. You got the bomb down, no one's checking that angle, no one's coming from outside, that's for sure. You confirm that down towards lower, and Nico saving the day once again as he takes his total up to 22 frags now.
So Faze here, a 1 round away from joining Astralis, Mousesports, and Na'Vi within stage 2, where we buckle on in for a best of 3 round robin.
But the MAC-10s are out, Chad. We might not be done just yet. You never know. It could be enough. They're getting ready for an upper burst here. Got to wait for the flames. Oh, got to go for the smoke as well, and in they go. It's coldzera to receive them, and he's going to spray most of them down here. 3 found. It looks like we're all done. 16-10 will be a final score unless there's a 4 versus 1 situation. It's not going to happen. FaZe Clan with a comprehensive victory on their map pick. A good resurgence from Forze, but it wasn't quite enough to shut down the mighty Nico, who finishes on 24 frags. We'll take a break and break this one down after this.
So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with